What the heck is non-sweet fruit, and should you be eating it? Well, let's have a look. Ask Yuri. You've got a health and fitness question? I've got an answer. Hey guys, Yuri Elkaim. Welcome to another episode of Ask Yuri. Today I've got a question from Steve, and I'm just going to read it to you very quickly. Yuri, I have read a lot of your work. In the article for the one that you wrote for Venus Williams' blog, you say to eat vegetables and non-sweet fruit. What do you mean by non-sweet fruit? It's a good question. So if you've gone through my Total Wellness Cleanse program, you will be well versed in this whole non-sweet versus sweet fruit type of delineation. But if you haven't, let me just really briefly, quickly lay it out for you. Non-sweet fruit are fruits that are lower in the glycemic index. And those essentially are apples, pears, and berries. And we've got a nice little bee flying around here, so we might have to take off soon. But berries, let me talk about berries for a second. Berries have a very, very low glycemic index, but they're loaded with really important antioxidants, which are really important for fighting free radicals and all sorts of other problems. Apples and pears, a very low glycemic index, and essentially what the glycemic index means is that they're not going to spike your blood sugar. And if they don't spike your blood sugar, then your insulin is not going to be elevated. And if that doesn't happen, then that's a good thing. The problems arise when we have too much blood sugar and too much insulin on a chronic basis. That's how we eventually develop things like type 2 diabetes, okay? So pears, apples, berries, those are what I classify as a non-sweet fruit. There's probably some others that I'm not mentioning, but those are the real kind of three that I tend to address. The sweet fruit are things like the tropical ones, the bananas, the mangoes, the pineapples. They're all awesome fruit, but again, keep those in moderation, especially if you're not very active. So if you're working out intensely, if you're kind of like the pro athlete status, 5-7 days a week of training intensely, then you can incorporate more of those sweet fruit because you're going to need the additional sugar to fuel yourself. But otherwise, if you're more sedentary, the occasional workout, really try to minimize your intake of bananas, mangoes, and all those tropical fruits because they will spike your blood sugar and they can lead to excess fat gain. Now, I'm not saying that all fruit is bad. Fruit, I think, is tremendous, as you probably know already, but I do really suggest that you focus on the non-sweet kind because they are so beneficial and they don't really spike your blood sugar. All right, so I hope that answers your question. If you have a question you want answered by yours truly, be sure to join me over at the Ask Yuri page. For that, you can go below, ask me a question. I'll do my very best to answer it in an upcoming video. And for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Why is gluten such a problem for energy?
Well, the first thing is that it inhibits your mitochondrial function. Increases inflammation and inhibits mitochondrial function, reduces glutathione levels, all kind of technical stuff, but